Be curious, take chances, and don't be afraid of failure. Celebrate failure. I'm Jesper. I am originally from Germany. I was educated in France and the United States, and I've been stuck in Japan since 1986. I arrived in Japan expecting to stay for only 3 months, just sort of a little curiosity, right? But, serendipitously, one thing led to another, and I ended up learning the language in Kyoto. I ended up getting a job, working for a Japanese politician. I did that for 3 years, and then ended up working in investment banks, right? First at the British investment bank, then for various American investment banks. So one thing led to the other, but what kept me here in Japan is that, particularly in my field, in the field of economics, of finance, of policy making, Japan is just a wealth of energy, a wealth of problems, but also a great place to actually see something that you've never seen before. My sense of style comes from my mother. She wasn't particularly interested in specific brands, so it wasn't about Louis Vuitton or about Yves Saint Laurent. She was very interested in promoting and helping, little craftsmen. So like a tailor or a jeweler, she would sit down, have discussions with him or her, and then allow him or her to actually create something new. And as a child, when you see that, that somebody actually has confidence, right, in doing their own thing, not just following what's in the magazines. Your appearance, a lot of it has to do with just confidence. You've got to be confident. Somebody who's got a different sense of style from yours, it's the tension in between. That's where new and exciting things are happening. That's where I think, Japan can do more to actually create the confidence that it's okay to be different. It's okay to challenge someone else. It's okay to create something new. You walk around Tokyo, it's actually wonderful, right? Because you've got literally 5 or 6 styles of fashion that people follow. The conformity, there is diversity in the conformity, but there are these little patterns, that you actually have. And I think real creativity comes from actually mixing things up. I think that Japan's economic future is incredibly bright. The strengths of individual people is unbelievably strong, and I think the confidence in the future, right, coming from the fact that you've got strengths, that you've got attention to detail, that you've got craftsmanship, that you've got nesshin, you are very curious and methodological about trying to uncover something, that's where the huge potential upside for Japan actually comes from. Be curious, take chances, and don't be afraid of failure. Celebrate failure. I mean, it's very, very important, and that's the whole point of being young, is the fact that yes, you are going to make mistakes, you are going to have failures, and only through those failures will you actually become a better person, a better creator, and really, a better business person or whatever it is that you're trying to do. But when we look back, you realize, wow, from that failure I learned so much. Would be impossible if I hadn't celebrated that failure, that success. Celebrate success. It's great to be successful. Be happy about it. For your personal happiness, for the growth of society, for confidence in the future, you need to celebrate success. Success is a good thing because you can learn from it and you can actually have happy competition as a result of this. I'm now 60 years old and I really want to give back. I really want to become a mentor, to become a patron, to excite the younger generation about the potential that exists in Japan, in the entire world. So it would be fantastic, right, to actually create some sort of cultural and creative center where you can unlock the potential of the next generation while at the same time engaging with the old Ji-chan-ba-chan like myself. Japan is a front runner. Japan is actually a leader, and as a result of that, Japan is an incredible laboratory. And I think particularly for the young generation in Japan, living in that laboratory, absorb the energies. This is a spectacularly interesting time to be living with, and Japan is going to be ahead of what is going on in China, of what is going on in Korea, of what is going on in the United States of America. So you're so lucky that you're a young Japanese, and quite frankly, I want to be reborn as a 23-year-old Japanese. Thank you very much for having me. That was a lot of fun, and I hope that we can continue this. ありがとうございます。